You're listening to Houseology Live.
Houseology Live.
Houseology Live.
Houseology Live.
Houseology Live.
Houseology Live on Humble House Radio.
Everybody.
Hey,
There we go.
everyone.
Whew. Man,
It
that was
says we are
close.
live.
Almost didn't look like I knew what I was doing there for a minute. You know,
Good evening.
I
Happy
like it
Monday.
when everyone at home feels like this is my first time. I know I'm doing it right. That's exactly how I
look
DJ.
at
By
it.
the way, if you ever come hear any of my sets, I always sound like I'm doing it for my first time.
We're right on time, baby. Look at that. Rave Daddy Robbie, what's up, man? We got volume over there. Hey.
Hey.
I am Ketone. We got Embrace over here, DJ Embrace.
What up, dude?
What's going on, man?
Hey, my Lions won.
Oh,
Detroit
it is
Lions in the
football
building.
season.
But
Detroit
Tampa
Lions
Bay
in the
did
building.
not. So
They not, yeah. Sad
that
day
was
for the
really
Bucks.
unfortunate.
I haven't been keeping up with
It is football season.
football. You know, I'm ready to try a hockey game out or something.
Have you ever been? You ever been to a Lightning game?
Yeah,
To a
I
Lightning
mean,
game.
Oh, they're fun.
I
hockey's
heard.
coming.
Yeah,
It's almost here.
I'm ready.
We'll go.
I'm ready. All right, what's up, guys? It's Monday, and
We're back. We weren't
We
here
are back.
last week.
yeah, we took a week off and prepared for this week.
Mm-hmm.
So much stuff has went on the last week and a half, 2 weeks. You know,
The world's just been heavy.
yeah,
It's
world's
been a
going
lot.
on. A lot of love out there we need to give.
Yeah.
And but before we do that, we want to acknowledge the Moxy. Thank you, Moxy, so much for
Yep.
letting us do the podcast here
We love it here.
each and every week. Beautiful room. It's AC'd up today.
Oh yeah, I
We got-
noticed the AC is fixed.
God.
The
Oh,
AC's
I
finally
didn't even
fixed.
notice.
Yeah.
Yep,
Oh,
yep.
God, it's at 70.
I
Oh
set
my
it to
God.
comfort zone,
A
and then
beautiful
we
thing.
before we got here.
Usually, I mean, they're good about it. Everybody has technical difficulties, but
Yeah, but
Yeah,
this
but,
week,
you know,
feels
Yeah,
so
but
good.
sometimes
two
when you're
weeks
in
of
a
swamp
room-
ass, that was rough, bro. That
And
was
when
really
you're
rough.
the only
Especially
woman,
when I had Rich sitting next to me, that portable heater. I mean, come on, man.
well, when you're the only woman in the room with
Oh, well,
6
yeah,
men,
true,
Yeah,
true.
you stepped out. You left us.
Yeah, you gotta watch
guys,
that.
would
She
you blame
probably
me?
had a good reason to do it too.
No, but what an exciting weekend we just came out of. So much stuff went down. We went to the symphonic event. As you
Shout
can see.
out Symphonic.
I
Oh
got
my
my
God, we
Symphonic
had
shirt
so
on.
much
What was that?
fun.
What was that?
That was in at Crowbar.
Yes.
And Symphonic put on an event with a bunch of local artists down
Artists,
here
DJs.
yeah,
There
bands. There was singer Christopher James. You really loved him.
Yes.
Yeah, you were like ecstatic for
We
him.
met a lot of singers and
Yeah. We met a lot of
just really
singers,
cool
songwriters.
producers, DJs. This girl Mila Killa.
Mila Kila.
Mila
yeah.
Kila.
Yeah.
She's out of
Familiar.
Tampa. She's
Yeah,
fire.
yeah,
She's-
okay.
And she's diverse too. She's got a wide range of stuff.
She was
Okay.
the DJ in between each set.
Yeah.
But yeah, they just put on this festival. They call it a festival every year, and they just honor their artists that are
Oh,
on
that's cool.
Symphonic.
Yeah, yeah.
So we went,
Yeah,
and
it was a
I
blast.
had we had a great time. I was very surprised because I love like alternative music and
Yep.
stuff like that, and it was all that.
For sure.
Did you guys happen to see the event, the orchestra event with frickin' Morgan Freeman?
No.
Oh,
Yes, you guys didn't hear. No, I didn't know either.
No.
Yesterday, like over the weekend, they did like jazz or something, and Morgan Freeman was singing and hosted it,
Singing?
and everything.
Get outta
Yeah,
here.
and everything, and there were pictures and all this kind of stuff, and I'm like, what?
Morgan
Where-
Freeman was singing?
Yes.
What?
That just tells you there's so much
Jazz.
stuff going on around here.
I love
our
jazz,
city.
too.
Our city, this Tampa Bay area scene is just gonna be such an artistic explosion going
Yeah,
on.
yeah,
Right.
yeah. I love
It's
it.
gonna
Though.
ha-
We are. I appreciate
don't slam the door.
Tampa,
The
St.
camera's
Pete,
behind you.
all the arts, all the food, all the, and it's still kind of underrated. It's not quite Miami. I don't think it ever will be.
No.
But I love it.
You know what?
I love it.
I don't know if I went to Miami.
I know
It's already expensive as Miami.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have a much better experience for music and arts and entertainment here than Miami
Yeah.
because of that.
Yeah, for
because it's
sure.
not so expensive and wild. But we got so much that went on. So we went to Symphonic. What else happened?
Off topic, we went to a comedy show after, and it was hilarious. Just
Oh,
want to
yeah.
let you guys
Oh, yeah?
know. If you haven't been to a comedy show in a while, go.
Who
Because
did y'all see Maddie?
No, we saw
Takara Williams.
Takara Williams.
Okay, got you. Was she funny?
Hilarious.
Hilarious.
Yes.
She got a big old booty.
We had the best night.
I
We're
love
where you
comedy
like the
shows.
booty, okay? We've covered this before.
What can I
in
say?
a previous
man?
show.
What can
It
I
was
say?
at Funny Bone in Ybor.
And you know I like them
We had
skinny.
so much
That's
fun.
how I like them.
Yeah.
Also,
Like a toothpick.
they need a DJ.
They do. They
Yeah.
do. We need to holler at them.
Yeah.
'Cause they need some kind of entertainment services.
They need some type of. You know when you go to a comedy show and they put you in a holding room before, like a bar. There was no entertainment. There's
Yeah, you need definitely need music. You need
playing.
music. Any special has a
boring.
DJ or like music in between the sets.
And we waited there for 45 minutes
Oh,
while
yeah.
everyone's drinking at the bar, and it was dead silent.
So
you
so
need
it's not
music.
like where's that place with the horses? You go and eat the dinner, and they do the medieval times.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking of. Like,
Nothing
because
like
you remember
that.
you stand out in the entrance
Yeah.
thing, and the guy's up in the little pedestal, and he's
At
like,
least there's-
"Welcome to
Yeah, there's no entertainment, so
Yeah.
it's
Maybe
just
it
a
was an
missed
off night for
opportunity.
them. I don't know, but yeah, they need some help.
I was
Yeah.
at the airport this weekend. I had to fly into Virginia for a wedding or whatever, and I was getting off the airplane, and they was like, "Man, I wish there was music as we're getting off the airplane."
That'd be
Like,
cool.
That would be a good idea. Like just
Yeah.
having music playing. You know what I mean? Getting
Yeah,
You
that
know,
would be really
Delta
cool.
focused for a while. They were really big on like music and local artists, like in Atlanta and various cities that they flew to and that they had hubs in, and they were playing their music when you'd board the plane and
Yeah,
get off the
that'd be
plane.
great.
And- yeah,
Yeah.
it'd be
I think
awesome.
at this point, I think there should be elevator music everywhere. Like when you're transporting, maybe outside, walking into a restaurant. This music is life, right?
Yeah.
Like, it should be
Yeah,
everywhere.
it
Should be
just
everywhere.
I
lifts
concur.
your
I
spirits,
concur.
lifts your mood. If you're traveling somewhere and you get there and the first thing you hear is music, I'd be like, let's
Oh
go.
yeah, exactly.
And
It
especially
definitely-
if it's good music too, or
Yeah.
something that I want to hear at that moment.
Especially
oh
in
my
like
God,
Vegas or something.
In the elevator.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what you
Exactly.
hear when you walk out of the airport in Vegas? You hear cha-ching.
You're like, oh,
That's cool.
that's music to a lot of people's ears.
It
It's
is.
money.
It is. So we had the writers mixer. That was last week though. That was like Wednesday, right? Wednesday.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
Wednesday
Wednesday.
night.
We had it at Benton Media Lounge. Dope studio. Dope spot. Dope. I mean, it's just all. The way he's expanding that place is amazing. He's turning it into a coffee shop on the other side with
Cool.
an artistic with an art like co-working space on the other side. Like
Yeah, it's in a big warehouse district, right?
yeah. It's
I
right off
saw
of
it.
Limbaugh or something.
Yeah,
like that.
Linebaugh, yeah.
Linebaugh exit.
Yep. Again, when I was on my way to the airport, I saw like a random sticker said Benson Studio. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, that's where he was at last night. Like, all right.
Yes. Yeah.
yeah.
Amazing place.
Yeah.
Thank you so much to Angel Soto over there who owns that and runs that. We had a bunch of people come out we had another like 10 people come out. So we had like 12 or 14 for the first one. So this is just amazing that people are coming back and learning stuff about the music industry, and also getting together and showing their projects. That was actually really cool. The coolest thing about it was we got to see who everybody was. They get to show their music, and you get over that little hump of being so secretive with your music
Yep.
and your art and stuff like that. So doing that and giving them that space to like really show their and feel good about it and get like takeaways and compliments, and I think they took a lot more away from that session
Yep.
and doing that versus just like being taught something.
Yep.
So that was cool.
Hey,
we
Robbie.
saw one girl
Yes, at the comedy show. Yes,
Small World.
Yes,
that's what's up.
She ran into. She was so happy. She was like, "Oh, I did this. I
Yeah.
did that with that.
That
but
was
you
so
know what? I
cool.
need some
Hey.
help with this." I was like, "I
That's
got
what's
it."
up.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah,
got
for
it.
sure. Robbie, do you plan on ever producing?
You know what? I really don't want to. At this point in time, it hasn't really. It just doesn't. It just I got so much other shit going on in my life.
The only reason I ask because I'm right there with you too.
I couldn't imagine sitting at my computer for 6 fucking hours over a cymbal or a hi-hat.
Yeah.
And I listen to some of my friends that get excited, but all of my friends are dying to get me to
Yes.
produce. They're all like, "We'll come and we'll do a track together. We'll come on
Yeah.
with it." And I'm like, I really appreciate it, man. But honestly, I just don't think that's. But what's funny though? I was thinking about this on the way here. And I was thinking about some of our counterparts, no names to mention, but I was like, them booking themselves all over the city and stuff, playing over and over and over again at all these particular venues and playing multiple days a week and stuff like that. And I have one residency, and it ended up being every other Thursday at Saigon Blonde and one Sunday every other month. And I can't tell you how perfect that is because that's exactly how much I want to play on a regular basis.
Yeah.
That you consider a residency.
see
I don't want
shade.
anything else.
It's getting kind of dark here. I think I see some shade. Is that shade?
Yeah, there you go.
Well,
And-
that's like the oversaturation.
yeah, exactly.
Like you can be too.
Yes.
You can be like overplayed.
Yep.
Yeah,
every
for
other
sure.
week, if you come to Saigon Blonde, I will be playing you a different set and a different experience, and you'll hear new music, and I always have different. The guys at the bar, the bartenders and stuff, tell me I appreciate this. They're like, you know, besides Curtis on Fridays and that, you're the only other one that really ends up playing different stuff. Otherwise, just about everyone else is always playing all the same stuff.
And
Yeah.
how long does it take you to find all the music that you're going to play for your sets?
Well, I'm getting a lot of my music from, I listen to XM radio and Diplo's Revolution a lot, and I'm Shazamming when I'm driving. And I drive a lot. I run a bunch of little errands. I love driving, and because I get to listen to music generally. That's why I love driving, to be honest with you. But I do that, and then I'm Shazamming a lot of stuff off there, which I'm getting stuff that nobody else has ever heard. Like, absolutely no.
Yeah.
Like, I was playing the Smokeland remix of Ping Pony Club back in April, and everyone else is just now starting to play it because they.
I remember when you first played that.
Yeah.
Yes,
he brought that
and
on the
everyone
show.
else,
He was
like,
super
I knew
excited,
I
yeah.
was playing this like 5 months ago, and people were like, "Holy shit, where did you get that mix?" And that, and oddly enough, it was on Apple Music, by the way. But it's just like that's where I get a lot of stuff. Occasionally Spotify, and then Beatport, and
I feel like Spotify is doing a lot of the repeat stuff. Like
Yes.
there's nothing really new. SoundCloud?
I do get a lot of stuff. You know, when I'm looking for.
This leads
Yeah.
into our topic.
Yeah, leading into
thing-
the topic. Yeah.
Yeah,
Where are you getting your music?
It's
is the
as
topic.
if we knew what that topic was going
I know, right? The cool thing with SoundCloud is if I want a particular remix of a track, and I was just doing this a couple days ago because I wanted something for my techno show that on October 14th. Again, we'll have tequila and techno at Bay Borough Brewing.
Give your plug.
Yep,
October
that-
14th.
Yep, 14th. Yep, and then
Where?
myself, Carson, and Climber will be playing. Cole will be playing, and I forget who the fifth person is. Sorry, but yeah, I was looking. I'm going to be playing something different because I've done like 2 techno sets and I've done a hard techno set. So this time I'm going to be mixing a lot of tracks live and turning them into techno tracks while I'm there playing them.
Nice. So you get your music from XM. You said not so much Spotify, Apple Music, and you Shazam. What
Yep.
about you? Where do you get your music from, Ketone? When you're doing music discovery, let's talk about music discovery.
Yeah. So I'm in a wide array of DJ pools.
Okay.
Some are exclusive, and then some are like the regular ones that you know of, like maybe BPM Supreme.
Sure.
Or some. But, you know, I get music sent to me as well from promos. You know,
Is that because of you running a label?
Not only that, but I sign up for like promo emails from certain labels and certain like
Drop some game.
He's
I didn't
a
even know that was a
signer-upper.
thing. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't know that was
I
a
am
thing.
a signer upper.
Yeah. So how does that work? You sign up for promos from a label, specifically from the website, and they will send you tracks?
That, and there are like mailers that are specific to our like genre or something like that. So you can get on.
That's cool.
What's it called? It's a really big one too. They do.
I know you all are too old for this, but there used to be a really big thing that was called Promo Only, which is based out of
it's
Canada,
called that.
actually.
Yeah.
They're in
LimeWire.
Orlando.
Which is based,
Yeah.
They've been around since the late 80s.
Yeah.
And for a lot of DJs, that was the only way they got a lot of remixes of tracks and everything.
Promo only.
And oh my God, it was, but you had to actually apply.
Yeah.
And you had to actually prove that you in fact were a DJ and DJ'd at places.
Yeah.
And that you couldn't just be like, oh, I want to get pay for it and get this stuff.
Yeah, there's no-
I will tell you what though, that's just expensive. Like
Yeah.
you can still get it today. You can go sign up for it today, but it's like I think like $150 a month or something like that.
Yeah.
But they send you like I think like thousands of tracks.
Not only that, but you're
Is that
getting.
what you're talking about?
That's
You
one
still
of
do
them,
that?
but
Oh.
promo only is a good example of
Yeah.
that. Those exclusive clubs that you
Yep.
can get into. DMS is another one.
Is that like DJ pools?
Yeah, those are DJ pools. Yeah, but they're like the difference.
For
There's
the listeners out there.
yeah. There's some different ones though that are like just mailers. And it's what they do is they'll compile a list of
I have a
people
comment
who
about
sign
DJ
up.
pools.
Huh? Oh, and they would get a bunch of people's emails, and so for different labels or different artists, they can submit their song with a little story behind it, and they'll mail all of those out.
Oh,
to
that's
different
cool.
People. So you can either sign up for right directly with like let's say Armada, you get Armada promos, stuff like that, or you go through this little mailer list, and you can get pretty good.
That's what's up.
Demos
That's
that
cool.
way.
Yeah, I didn't know that exists. You know, I might have to check that out. I'm still kind of old school with it. Still just doing
Where do you get your music from?
Spotify. I listen to a lot of mixes on YouTube. SoundCloud thing sometimes. I like Track Source just because Track Source's layout is good for all the subgenres. But yeah, just a lot of YouTube mixing and a lot of Spotify. I dig really deep on Spotify. Like, there's a lot of Spotify hate, but I dig really deep. Oh, and I found this platform. It's called Lexicon. I've been paying monthly
That's
for this
good.
thing's called Lexicon.
That organizes your music, right?
It organizes my music, but it also give you suggestions of songs too. Yeah,
That aren't in your library, or
that's not
they
in
have
your
to be?
library.
Oh,
and
that's
it
cool.
searches all of the pools like BeatSource, Beatports, Spotify, Apple Music, and it say, hey, here are 50 songs that's like this song,
Yeah.
similar BPM,
like
similar
that.
key, whatever. And I do a lot of discovery.
like
Oh,
that. That's
promo
cool.
only has videos too. That was the big thing about
Yes.
promo only, anyways,
Yes.
because they were distributing the actual music videos. And by the
Yeah.
way, I was way off on that. I want to correct myself. I just happen to be on their website now. It is $12 a month per genre.
Gotcha.
So it could be expensive. That's
Could
probably
be
where I got the
expensive.
$100
Yeah, yeah.
bucks from. Is probably because I was thinking multiple genres and stuff like that. But $12 a month and then $25 a month for videos.
I remember when Club Killers was a big thing, and I always wanted to be a part of the Club Killers crew because they used to have like some dope ass remixes and shit like that.
Yeah.
And like you said, they were very exclusive on who can get their remixes. Like, are you DJing regularly? What's your website? How many followers you got? Da 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 da. And now I just think with the new Spotify update on all the streaming platforms and the Beatport and DJ and all that stuff.
Oh,
You
see,
don't-
I'm not crazy. I'm sorry to cut you off. I'm not crazy. No, they have actual subscriptions you can buy $70 a month, but it includes like everything you get. I'm advertising for them right
That's
now.
still,
But anyways,
that's still a
$70
lot
is
of
still a
money.
lot of
That's still a lot of
yeah,
money.
But they are good. They are
it's
good,
worth it.
and
It's
they
worth
are
it.
ahead of the game.
now it doesn't say though how many. It doesn't say how many tracks it includes though. Is that only if that's for 14 tracks, then that may not be worth it. But if it's
14, no.
yeah, but if this is access to like the whole dance music electronic release thing, then maybe that's where honestly the video thing's kind of cool. Like I've often thought about spinning videos sometimes doing.
Are
I
people
loved
still
it.
doing
I
VJ?
loved it.
Yeah, I love
I
VJ.
loved
Still
it.
doing VJ?
It's
Yeah.
it's a fun thing to do.
We were trying to figure out how to do the because they had TV screens at the last place we DJ'd. I'm like, hey, we need to have video on here. It just adds for that extra effect. I
Yes.
mean, like people pay to go to shows, right? And they want to see a performance. They want to feel like it was worth the money. And the one guy who owns Live Nation said ticket prices are actually under. He's like, I really need ticket price to be high, and people are already
He
complaining.
caught a lot of flack for that.
He got a lot of flack for that because
Yeah.
he's greedy. That's just a sign
Yep.
of greed.
Well, he's getting sued too.
There you go.
Yeah, he's remember that
think
there's
they
a big
stay
lawsuit going on about the fees and everything. I mean, Ticketmaster and Live Nation were getting cray. I mean,
They're getting
come on,
crazy as fuck.
you're talking about it's like the ticket's $45 and I got to pay $30 in fees.
Wait,
like
45?
Yeah,
Like that's on the
no,
low end.
well, I'm just saying.
That's on
Well,
the
I'm
low
saying
end.
for something basic,
Yeah, yeah.
like the ticket's like $45, but you an additional $30 in fees. So an additional 65% of the value
Yes.
of the ticket and fees.
Crazy.
Like, what in the fuck am I paying for?
Yeah.
Like, am I buying all your printers for all of your vendors too?
Yep.
Like, what?
Exactly.
Yeah, and you know what's going on. There's just a little bucket, man, and all that cash
Oh,
is
yeah.
just getting dumped into a bucket.
100%. 100%.
But we had some other things too. You were talking about earlier today. You were talking about how these new streaming platforms on like
Yeah.
record box and all of that.
Yep.
are
So like
impacting the music
Beatport,
industry.
yeah, Beatport and like Apple Music, they've already been on like Spotify. I mean on Serato and
I'm an OG
Rekordbox.
streamer, by the way, on Beatport. I've been streaming on Beatport since it started,
Yeah.
circa 2001.
That's
I
good.
just
It's-
want to throw that out there.
Grandfathered in.
Yeah,
it's nothing
2020. I'm
new.
sorry, 2020.
It's been going on for a while, and like I said, Spotify has just entered the chat.
Yeah.
So now you
Wait.
can DJ with Spotify.
But how? How can you DJ with
So they're just
Spotify?
connected
Then
with
you can connect it.
On Rekordbox software,
just-
though.
And Spotify and Virtual DJ.
Yep.
So
Wait,
you
so
could.
I can get all of my music from Spotify and put it on my record box?
Yep.
Yeah.
You can get all your
Really?
playlists if
yeah.
you make playlists.
I've been
and
doing it
everything.
all
Yep.
weekend. I've been locked in all weekend
And I
with.
was just on it. Wait, I didn't
Now-
update it.
You gotta
I
update
have
it.
to update
Now-
it.
You gotta
I always
update
get
it.
scared.
It's
So-
when you're
No,
streaming,
no, you'll
though.
be fine. You'll be
Okay.
fine.
What
Literally,
year,
like
what year is your computer?
That's funny.
I don't know.
The thing is you can't drop it into your thumb drive though, right? You have to
No,
be streaming.
Yeah,
while
you
you're
have to
streaming,
stream
right?
it. Yes.
And it's only
Oh.
on laptop. You got to have your laptop. You can't DJ on a CDJ
Oh, but I
with it or
DJ
whatever.
with Serato.
Right.
It does on Serato too.
Oh, okay.
It might be. Yeah,
Yeah,
it might be on
yeah.
there. But the thing is honestly the impact on the music industry in doing that, I think it's better than Spotify. Just streaming the music on Spotify, like as a
Yes,
producer and
100%.
as a producer, like if you're streaming my music on Beatport on Beat Source, you know, I'm getting more money.
Yeah, and I didn't know that. So if you're streaming your music on BeatSource and Beatport, you get more money than what you would on Spotify.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's like a penny on Spotify, anywhere from 1 cent to 5 cents or something like that, depending on if it's a paid subscriber or not. But on BeatSource, they're paying like 17 cents per track, which is, I mean, still.
But on BeatSource, it's going to be streamed a whole lot less than it's going to be streamed on Spotify.
On Spotify, yeah.
And-
Same with
Spotify
Apple
is
Music. Apple
it's
Music.
a contest.
Beatport.
It's a
Yeah.
I
popularity
mean,
contest.
you have
on those
100
platforms.
people stream your 5-cent track. You just made $50. No, $5. dollars
Yeah, $5.
Now I wonder
$5,
if
yeah.
they're getting paid to stream it on the software, or does the software like, hey, we're not
Yes,
charging you?
it does. It's just the same way as if you're listening to it.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's
that,
dope.
well, as far as I'm aware, it's just the same way as you're listening
Yeah.
to it. But you know, like Beatport does really cool things though too. Beatport, if you buy into, I buy their $30 a month, the premium
premium,
plan,
yep.
where I can also preview all the full tracks, which you can't preview all of them, and then I can also stream the highest streaming. What they did with Pioneer, and this is something that a lot of people don't pick up on, in the newer decks, the firmware update to the 3000s, the AZ, and the Opus, you can stream
Onto the deck.
uncompressed FLAC.
yeah.
And I mean,
I've been trying to
yes,
I've been downloading
yes.
FLAC tracks and it don't work, and now
Correct.
it work on
Yeah,
that.
that's
you have
right.
To be
Yeah.
careful with FLAC. You have to
Yeah.
download
Yeah.
AIFF if you're going to go that way rather than
Yep.
FLAC.
Okay, got
Yeah,
it.
that's correct. And so you're getting the highest quality stream you can possibly get. Of course, you need good internet connection.
Yep.
But only Pioneer offers that right now, only with Beatport and BeatSource. Maybe it used to be with Tidal, but I don't know
That's
what
why
they're
I get
streaming
like
on
skeptical
Apple.
on getting music from YouTube. I'm just always so nervous.
Oh
that
my
it's gonna
gosh!
sound
Do
like a
not get
crackled
kids. Do
mess.
not get your music.
Please
from
do
YouTube.
not listen to volume right now, Sam. I love you, but do not download music from YouTube.
Do not in any way, shape, or form
No,
download
that's
music
why I
from
guess
YouTube.
that's why I don't.
No, she
Oh,
won't.
okay. That's what you don't.
She
Oh, I thought you
won't.
said you do.
No,
Okay,
no,
yeah,
I
yeah.
don't because
Yep.
I'm petrified.
Y'all think I'm going to let that go down in the house?
Hell no.
Well, you know, there's a
That
lot
was
of
the not watching with
that
you.
was the first thing he told me.
Like,
when
where do
we
you get your
started
music from?
dating.
Y'all first date. Where do you get your music
No,
from?
literally, that was literally the first.
So they're
thing.
sitting at
He
a
gave me
dinner
some
table,
websites.
and Ketone's like, "Hey, if you were to download music online, where would you get it from?" And this is
LimeWire.
very important.
But listen, ain't it
because I like that booty, but I just want to make sure I know where you're getting your music from first,
Exactly,
and then we can move forward.
That's
Yeah.
exactly how it went down. I'm not kidding. And he sent me some websites. He said, "Here,
Yeah.
take these.
Well,
Never
yeah.
open YouTube again."
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
What was I going to say? Yeah, you know, and then SoundCloud has a bunch of little helper things that you can download and stuff, and then we'll be able to down through SoundCloud. But usually the best you're going to get out of there is
so
maybe
sketchy.
192.
That was one of the other things that I wanted to say was that SoundCloud, the quality you get out of there.
I was
could
just
be-
about to say that.
Can be up and down because you can really get good quality music.
can.
It all
Oh, you
just-
can download if it make it available. You can download the actual track.
Yes,
Yeah.
but that's
Right.
only if they uploaded
Allow
a
it,
good
yeah.
quality
Correct.
track
Yeah.
as
Yep.
well too.
Yes.
You got to go
So-
through a lot though. You got to follow them. You got to comment. You got to.
Yeah, you gotta do all of
a lot
that.
of
Oh
things
my
to
God.
That's
that
hype edit.
track.
Stop
Hype
doing
edit
that.
stuff. Yeah, it's crazy.
Holy shit!
Crazy.
Like
I've
I'm
been
like,
there.
can I just like and follow and then say yes, I love you, but give me the
Yeah.
fucking track
Yeah.
already.
Yeah. Track.
You got to put your social in.
Yeah,
It's
next
too
year,
much
like gonna
sometimes.
want
Blood
like
type.
blood. Yes, exactly, man. It's a little over
crazy.
the top.
I'm one of the ones who put too much gates on there, but I get it. I get it. With some things you don't have to put a gate on.
You don't have to promo farm me to
I know,
you know
for
to get
Because
yeah.
then you know what I do after I get the track, I go and unfollow them if I don't want to follow.
I don't even have
Yes.
to go through all that. Where you go through that? You do it?
Sometimes if I don't want to, if they annoy me, like
Yeah,
they just,
yeah.
you know, I don't need to. I don't
Yeah.
need to follow you.
Yeah.
And if
I've-
when it's
I've
fresh in my
unfollowed-
mind,
I've
I'll just
done
type
that
their
too.
name in and I'll just
Over here
unfollow.
yawning.
Have y'all ever used
It's
Bandcamp?
National Coffee Day.
Do
Why
y'all
are
like
you yawning?
You know-
Bandcamp?
Oh no, I had to get
Bandcamp
decaf.
is
I've already had 2 cups of
Bandcamp is
coffee.
great. I don't.
I haven't been on it in a while.
Bandcamp is
good.
made for people who produce. That's what that's for. Bandcamp is made for serious people that produce and other
and
serious
have
people
a
want
following
Yes.
that will buy their music.
Correct.
Yeah, correct.
Bandcamp-
Okay, I see that.
Bandcamp is not for the casual fan that goes and listens to your stuff on SoundCloud or
Okay,
something like that.
because I did like the feature on Bandcamp when I first used it many years ago. Was like name your price, and some of those tracks is like
Yes.
if you want to put 0 cents, you can put it and they'll send it to you. If you want to put $10, you can do that. You know?
That's a good feature. I think it is a producer's home. It's
Yeah.
it's a good home for you to like develop your crowd. I guess people serious followers.
Yeah,
Because you put music if you and I think you also as a creative you have to pay for it. Bandcamp. I think,
no,
after
for a
certain
creator,
amount.
I think maybe.
So it's
I
not-
have the pro SoundCloud too, by the way, and you can stream SoundCloud.
You can stream
through,
SoundCloud from the-
yes, through
Yeah.
Rekordbox as well. Sorry to
Yeah.
No, you're
interrupt.
good.
My bad.
You're good. I think just Bandcamp is a niche thing.
Yeah,
Yes.
For
very
people
niche.
who have like a good following.
Did you guys see the new video streaming site that's popped up in the last couple months? Everybody's on it now. It's supposedly a streaming site specifically for.
I heard about that. I got ads for it.
Kick.
No, it's you can DJ live, you can
It's
live stream,
initials.
and it doesn't take away the thing. You can play whatever.
It's LFG or
Yeah, I forgot the name of it.
LGF or I'll
don't
have
know.
it for you in a minute.
Yeah, but a
Yes.
bunch of DJs are already kind of behind it and saying you can go in there and DJ live stream and not get flagged for the music you play.
Okay.
So-
The same thing on Twitch though too.
Because I think they
don't get
actually
flagged on that.
have some sort of thing set up that you fill out or can fill out and it automatically takes and pays royalties
Yeah,
for
that's
your
the
streaming
thing, yeah,
or
the
something to that
royalties.
effect.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
pretty cool.
Well, if anyone has any recommendations on where to get music, let us know.
Yeah,
got
let us
you,
know.
yeah.
727-342-0550. Let us know. It sounds like we got our guest out there.
Yeah.
Real quick,
Kyle's here.
I wanted to say something real quick. Shout out to Kyle. We can't wait to have Kyle on. I forgot
Yes.
about this. I was thinking about this. Zoo is selling a hood for $1 million to get backstage. Zoo, he wears all black during
Yeah,
the
Zoo.
I
show.
love
we know
Zoo.
Zoo. Zoo's great.
Yeah, and apparently, I think this might be a publicity stunt, but he has like a custom all black hood,
Okay.
and it's for $1 million.
Like a hoodie?
Like,
or a
I think
hood?
That
it's
sounds like Okie.
I saw a picture of it. It looks like it was just a hood to wear,
Oh,
so it wasn't like a cool hoodie.
okay.
Yeah, but it was like he's trying to
Yeah,
sell it for
it's
$1 million.
gotta be.
Is it like
publicity
a?
stunt.
Is it like shit? What am I? I forgot it. Is it like a? What's the? You order the little thing on Temu? Is it like a Temu hoodie?
does- it does like a Temu
am I,
hoodie.
am I going to order a designer shirt and get like something for a doll,
I
or
don't
what's
know.
going on there?
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can pull it up.
Really? I mean, the guy's worth a lot. He does great. He makes fantastic music, but $1 million hood?
Yeah,
I don't know. Is it starting at $1 million or is
I think
it,
he's selling it for $1 million. I gotta see if I can find it again.
that's
That's
whack.
nuts.
That's whack.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's
Yeah.
it's not like no. Unless is it
I
designed by
forgot to
Gucci?
silence my phone, guys.
Yeah, right.
Silence your phones.
It was probably me tagging you.
Yeah, it was actually. It was. It's fine. It's fine.
No, but we got Kyle Kinch coming up, guys. If you don't know who he is somebody who has been in this local area putting in work for years. He has been blessed by Ultra. He is signed by Gorgon City out of UK. He's been on Realm
Crazy.
Records. I mean, the guy's got accolades after accolades. We're going to talk about it. We're going to get into it. We're going to give you a little bit about how he's gotten to where he's gotten. And we're going to deep dive into who Kyle Kinch is in the Tampa Bay area. So, Robbie, you got anything for us? You got some Humble House showing
Of
us?
course he does.
Yeah, I
Humble
got some.
House
I got
things
some
for us?
stuff.
He's got some
I got.
stuff.
Well, I had a Salvatore
Oh.
play for me last week. By the way,
Hey,
it was him and Cole, and
Classic.
did pretty good actually. So
Yeah, I love Salvatore, man. He's such a great dude. Humble. I mean, he like embodies everything of our,
Yeah, he's a
our
sweetheart,
culture. So, great dude. Check out. This is Salva. Salva
Salvamala.
Salvamala. This is one
Salvamala.
on the Dirty Bird compilation.
Yes.
By Salvatore AM. And we'll be right back with our guest, Kyle Kinch.
See you guys soon.
me is you. Lay it out for me. The only thing that could stop me is you. Lay it out for me. Do I have something to go back to? Do I have something to go back to? All has to lay it out for me. The only thing that could stop me is you. Do I have something to go back to? All has to lay it out for me. The only thing that could stop me is you. Lay it out for me. The only thing that could stop me is you. The only thing that could stop me is you. Lay it out for me. Do I have something to go back to?
Listening to the talented
The only thing
Salvatore
that could stop me.
AM. Let me jump back over here and press this little button, drag this little guy down so we can. There we go, so you can actually hear me. By the way, you guys heard me mention. I was talking about that other streaming service called LFGTV.tv, and they advertise themselves as a live stream DJ platform, meaning that they created themselves for the point of being for DJs. And I can't say for sure, but I was going to say I think they've got stuff set up so it can actually take care of like royalties for you and stuff like that, so you don't end up getting actually blocked and get quite dead spots in your streaming and everything.
Perfect. Yeah,
But
yeah.
that's what that was.
Yeah, that's always a good thing. You think that other like Twitch and Mixcloud and all them would have that situated by now, but it does take a lot of money and time to put that into
Yep.
something like covering the royalties and everything like that. But we are back. We got Kyle Kinch in the building. What's up, man? Welcome.
How y'all doing, man?
Welcome. I mean, we have to start way back. Yeah, we got to start. We got to start way back, man, because you've been in the scene for how many years now?
It's probably about 14 years now.
Yeah, man.
Almost exactly 14.
Very crazy, man. So even when I first started getting into the scene,
When he first hit puberty, he was a DJ. He's not that old.
I'm about to say, how old do I look?
so you know, when I first started, you were at the Ritz and you were opening and you were the guy who was making it happen and, you know, opening sets and opening the crowd and even rocking full nights where it was you as a headliner at the Ritz.
yeah.
So tell us about your like journey from, you know, starting or being there. 20 seconds.
Yeah,
20 seconds
my
late.
inappropriately late sound effects.
That was actually perfect.
It was.
Man, you must be a DJ or something with that time.
So tell us about your early days as a DJ.
Well, I actually started out doing college parties and college bars real early. And I actually I gave it up for a year after my like computer fell short because like I was playing parties that I didn't want to play that type of music.
You're playing like open format stuff. And,
Well, no, I was playing house, but
Okay.
I was being put in open format bars,
Yeah.
and I was basically getting yelled at every time I was DJing. So, and then I learned to respect the open format, and I got back into it.
Okay.
And I was playing a lot of those clubs, but then I don't know if anybody remembers it. It was the drink. I think it's called Bar Rodeo, some rodeo bar, something
And
now,
E-bar.
but it used to be Bar. It was Bar Howard most recently, but it
Okay.
changed.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I was a resident there with a couple of my friends, and I had to play the early set. And the good thing about playing the early set is I can't play all the open format bangers that everybody else is playing. So
Nice.
what did I start playing? House.
Okay.
So
Did you play with DJ D2?
yes,
Okay.
Danny. Yeah.
he's
me
gonna
and
be
Danny.
next week.
Yep, Danny, Wild Card, OB7.
Obi, yeah.
Yeah, we all played together.
Oh,
It was pretty
OB7, I like him.
consistent.
Obi's doing
yeah.
some things too.
Obi's amazing, man. He's been in it longer than I have, so You know, it's
So
crazy.
go to the Ritz and listen to him.
Yeah, man, and that's where I kind of learned the ropes. But once I got in the Ritz, it was really crazy because, you know, my career outside of it was already starting to pop off. I already signed a few tracks to Gorgon City.
Okay.
And
Before the
stuff like
Ritz?
that. Before the Ritz.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
Yeah. I actually signed it that May. It was around that May, and then Pedro came to me. He's like, "Hey, they want us to be the residents at Ritz. I'm going to bring you on with me." And I was like, "Are you sure about that? Because they don't really play house there, you know what I mean?" But he's like, "Nah, they're gonna let us do house. They're gonna do our thing." I'm like, "All right, man. You know, I trust you. That was my mentor, R.I.P. Pedro. So
Yes.
Yeah.
you know, I always had full trust in him, and he led me through most of my career. So I was like, let's do it, and it was a great spot for me because as I was signing those tracks, I got to play it in there.
Yeah.
Which is a beautiful room with beautiful production. And I got the content, I got the reactions. I was getting live feedback weekly of what I was making.
Very good.
And nothing's better than that. You know, that's how you really learn and lock into the music that you're trying to make. You picture yourself in the club and how it's going to sound.
Yeah, so you weren't scared to play your early tracks and things that you were demoing and getting out there. Like, how did you, even if it wasn't like completely finished, would you put yourself out there and still put it on the stage?
Well, you know, here's the thing. What a lot of people don't understand is that there is a mixing and mastering stage, and I'll be honest, I'm not good at that. I have a real close friend. His name's Casey Gilmore.
Okay, yes.
Yeah.
With Rain, right?
Yeah, with Rain. And he's me and him been working together for a very long time. He always mix and master my track. I produce everything, but when it comes to mix and mastering, he's been doing it for almost 15, 20 years. He's been doing it for bands. So,
Yep.
like, he is a scientist at it.
Okay.
So I usually had to make sure that the track was near to being finished before I could send it to him, and then it was playable on stage, because you can't just go in there playing a song that hasn't been mixed properly, because then the levels are going to change between songs, and
Yeah.
you're gonna get a negative reaction whether the track's good or not. So, you know,
Yeah, absolutely.
I always tried to make sure it was at least at a point where I'm like, I'm ready to show this to the world, but I was never scared to try something new. You know what I mean? Like you have to hear it yourself. That's the testing ground.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm there weekly, so, you know, if I fuck up, I'm come right back.
Very cool. Very cool, man. So Tiesto has played one of your tracks before?
So that's really funny. So he just played. I have a collab with Ofaya that will be coming out in about a month.
Okay.
And we've been, you know, keeping it on the down low, but, you know, we gave it in the hands of a few, you know, prestige DJs, and it looked like Tiesto was one of the ones that's played it.
Very cool.
But it's almost kind of crazy to think of that, because, like, there's been times where really big DJs who aren't even really in my genre has played my music, like David Guetta did once.
What track?
Yeah, Manchester was the first one on
Okay.
Realm. This was like back in like 2019, and I'm barely getting my foot into like really these bigger labels and sounds, and I hear David Guetta's playing my shit. That shit,
That
crazy.
feels good.
It's crazy. I'm like, I don't know if I'm ready for this, but, you know, it's here.
Let me chime in and say something, man. You sound super, super humble. We just name dropped Tiesto, Guetta, you know, Ofaya, all these labels. And he didn't come in here popping his collar like that. You know what I mean?
I mean, the
like,
collar's already popped.
I feel that. But yeah, man. So you've been doing this for a long time, man, and like you don't, you know, come off like one of those assholes in the industry. You know what I mean? So I really appreciate that, man.
And you support the
That's right.
scene. I see you out all the time, you know, supporting the scene. To piggyback off of that, what, you know, when you started signing these songs and you started to play at the Ritz, and you've got Gorgon City behind you, you've got DJs Guetta playing your tracks, like where did you figure was the next step for you, you know, and how did you move in a way that would propel you to a stage such as like Ultra and management and things like that? Like, do they approach you? And if they did, how did you lawyer up? Did you, like, what were the extents that you went to make this for real?
Yeah, man. Well, so like I said, man, I had Pedro on my side the whole time, and Gorgon City too. Their managers were real close to me because they were building the label as I was signing to it. Like, I was the first artist signed to that label.
Oh, nice.
So they really wanted to make sure that what they were doing and what I was doing were going to be the right steps so that everything succeeds, you know? And so I had a lot of coaching coming up, but the truth is, with stuff like that, like, it's kind of like how, you know, you move throughout the world. You know, if you put the right energy out, the right energy comes back in. And a lot of people, it's like, you don't, I wouldn't say that you go out and find the agent and, you know, the manager and stuff like that. A lot of that stuff kind of comes for you, but you have to put yourself in the right spaces.
Okay.
You know what I mean? You need to be like, perfect example, I end up getting to remix Duke Dumont. And the reason I was able to do that was because I met Duke at Ritz. And I was able to bridge the gap with him and be like, hey, Duke, like, you obviously got your song with Gorgon City. I'm like, they're supporting me right now. And it's really nice. And we got a really nice conversation. Next thing I know, Duke is sending me emails like, hey, man, you wanna remix one of the songs for the album? And I'm like, hell yeah, let's do it, you know? And that's the next step. He's playing one of my tracks from Realm. And then I ended up getting hit up by my previous manager, but he was a part of Duke's team. And he's like, hey, man, I want to manage you. So, like, you see how, like, just one conversation branched off into a million other things.
Yeah.
And it was a genuine conversation. It's not like I was going to look at anything. It's like, that's a person that I respect his music.
Yep.
And I have a, you know, a other connection with people he's worked with.
Yeah.
So the conversation was going to happen naturally. I mean, it could have been just a conversation, nothing had come from it. But just being genuine, putting yourself in the right spaces helps other things come to you.
Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, I've seen
So
you. Oh, go
be
ahead.
active in the community.
Always be active in your community.
Yeah. I think
Always
that's,
be
that's
active
what
in
you're
your
saying right there. Yeah.
I mean, this music was built off of community. If you look at everybody, I mean, perfect example is look at Ron Carroll, who passed away recently. The second he passed away, everybody he touched was gutted and pushing out memories of him, you know what I mean, and times that they had with him. And like, that's being active in your community. When you're able to touch multiple hearts with your music and with your knowledge, you know, that's what helps build the community together. And also it helps you build yourself up too, you know, not even trying to be selfish about it. Like, you know, you have to have a balance in your life to where, you know, you're actively attacking all facets of your life. You know what I mean? If you're not connecting with your community, you're losing your soul.
Yep.
And this music is all about the soul. You can't
Yep.
be selfish because you're not helping yourself when you're being selfish.
Yep.
You know what I mean? You have to open yourself up. And
It's surprising the amount of people that don't go out and support or just support their six friends over and over and over and over again. And then it's like, well, you want them to come out and listen to you. It's like, but when have you come out and listened to me the last time?
No.
You know, or something like that.
100% get it. And honestly, play devil's advocate. I understand, man. If you really look at a lot of these producers, you know what I mean? A lot of us are antisocial, bro.
Yeah.
No, but like,
We
let's
are.
be real, dude. Like, think about it.
Absolutely.
Think
Yep,
about
yep,
what
yep.
you really do.
Yeah.
Like, I'm in a dark room listening to repetitive beats over and over for hours and hours and hours.
Yeah.
How am I supposed to get out after that? You know what I mean? How am I supposed to talk to another person after that?
100%.
You know, a lot of people aren't really that person that's very social, and that's fine. You know, that happens. But you know, I feel like you get so much more out of it when you are able to connect. Or it could just be something as simple as popping out and, you know, saying a few good words to somebody you saw DJ. You know what I mean?
And we are in that unique spot where when we produce music or make music, then we just go up and stand on the stage behind decks and play it. Whereas, you know, somebody like, you know, I can't think of a big singer now. All of a sudden, like Celine Dion or Elton John or something like that. They're up there. They're producing their music and then they're singing their music and all that kind of stuff. The likelihood of you interacting with them is probably pretty slim. But then we have that opportunity to do that. I've told a lot of the kids before when they ask me about that stuff, and I'm like, you got to remember, you are actually an entertainer too, as well. You know, you can be a producer and maybe don't DJ at all or just DJ a little bit. But if people come and stand there at the side of the stage because they want to take a picture with you or want to talk to you, fucking take a picture with them and talk to them because they're the ones they're a good reason why you're there.
1,000%, man. And like the connection that people will take from your music is something super special, man. Like I always try to, you know, roam out in the crowd after a set or before a set and just feel the vibe of the place. And, you know, I really appreciate it when somebody comes up to me and say, hey, this song really meant something special to me, because that means that I was able to have a conversation with them with what I created.
You're
You know what I mean?
communicating through music.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And any DJ, that real DJ that knows, a whole set is a full communication with the crowd. That's the truth.
Yep.
You know what I mean? If you haven't found it yet, I'm sorry. Don't get me wrong. I've seen DJs who aren't able to read a crowd like that sometimes. But, when you do and you really get it,
Yeah.
there's nothing more special.
Going back to that, I mean, you put that in your music. I mean, I've been spinning your music for a while now too. Your Friendless edit with Friendless, one of my favorite tracks. Metronome.
Yeah.
It is by far one of my favorite tracks.
That's funny. I don't play that one a lot too.
It's a banger, dude.
Yeah,
It's
thank you, man.
Absolute banger.
Yeah.
You have another one coming out, Heartless. So you have these tracks that are coming out, and what's your move to communicate through your music with them? Like, what's your mood? Are you like a high intensity? You have or you have something to say? Are you telling stories? Like, what's your move?
I would say usually when I go into the studio, I like to start. Basically, I'm just trying to hear put out what I hear in my head.
Yeah.
Right. And it could be something like a melody, it could be a bass line or something like that. And it's like the way I feel it is there's an energy that's flowing out there, right? There's an energy that's flowing out there. I'm trying to take it out of whatever astral plane it is and bring it into real life.
Okay.
And I'm just taking it on the road it wants me to take it. And that's how I feel. I'm like, oh, okay, this music is connecting on another level because I'm speaking to something out there that is helping me make this. You know what I'm talking about? So like, let's say perfect example, Listening. It came out recently. It's a very groovy, small, deep house track, right? And I found this really nice piano sample that I like, and I'm like, oh, okay, now I just need some strings. So I played the strings on it. I'm like, okay, now it just needs a really nice bass line. I'm like, all right, it's popping. And I'm like, well, it's missing something. Well, it's missing a vocal. And I'm like, man, let me just put my vocal on it. I'll put my voice on it, right? And then it just came to me. It's just, are you listening? And like, it became something that was like, now I'm speaking to myself. I'm putting everything, but I'm speaking to other people and I'm speaking to myself. It formulated itself that way.
Yeah.
It's not what I intended it to be at all, but that's where it took itself. And I think that's why my music kind of has some type of deeper meaning to it. I'm not trying to be like, oh yeah, like all music. Like sometimes it's just party stuff, but like, I like there to be a level of soul in it because if not, man, then what are we really doing?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Very good.
That's what art is.
Yeah.
You know?
Are you full time at this?
I am not.
No?
I just came from my day job.
Oh, okay.
In this economy, sir?
I know, but you're playing Ultra. I think you played in the UK too, right? You played at Echo Room, which is
Printworks. I played in the UK twice.
I remember that.
Yeah.
I played in Berlin this year, which was amazing.
And Printworks closed too. That wasn't too much before. Right?
It is opening back up, though.
It is? Oh, that's good.
Yeah, it is going to open back up. And they have their other venue now, too, which is Drum Shed. So they're doing well.
okay. All right.
You
Nice.
said you're going to be doing another international show.
Yeah, I just found out I'm going to be playing Toronto.
Nice.
I'm going to be there.
Yeah, come through.
Seriously,
Come
I'll
on
go
now,
up there.
come through.
I always schedule it during a good time, so
right.
that's going to be a great time.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Very nice. So like, it's not full time for you. Why yet?
Well, here's the thing, man. With music, there's so many ups and downs, and you can see you could hear that from other artists, man. Like, there's a point where you feel like your career is on and it's going, and then it can fall off.
Yeah.
It has for a lot of people. I mean, look at Chris Lake. If you look at Chris Lake back in the day, he was one of the biggest big room artists there was for a very long time, and then they just stopped booking him for like a good 3 or 4 years. And it was to the point where I think he even said it. He said like Hard Fest was the only festival that was booking him, and that's why it feels so special for him to keep playing Hard Fest, because that was the one that kept keeping him on while he was out. Right?
Yeah.
And then he completely flipped the style and went more house. And look at him now, bro. Like he's damn near the #1 house DJ out there
And producer.
Him and
Crazy.
Fish. Everybody's listening. I mean, he just does producer live streams. We just sit on there, and you got thousands of people watching him. So like this career is very much like a roller coaster.
Yeah.
And the thing with me is like, as much as this is, I'm still doing my day job. I do like my freedom.
Yep.
And me being able to work my job helps me be able to pick the right gigs for me.
That makes sense.
And that's what helped me get into the right road of being able to travel. Because say if I was doing this full time back when I was still doing the bar gigs, I would have been in the bar forever.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I would have never been able to express my
Nah.
music. And people don't understand. I know, right?
What's Business Kyle's day job? You don't have to say where, but
No, man. I'm running numbers.
oh, nice.
It's nothing too crazy, but it's whatever, man.
Did you I guess my question about that is, do you think if you did this full time, you would lose as much the amount of passion that you have for it? Like if this was
When it becomes a job,
yeah, like
that's a good question.
when it has to pay your bills, right?
1,000%, and it happens now.
Yeah.
The passion it is so hard to stay at the root of this because there's so many outside factors these days. Your social media, like all this other stuff. I think who posted? I think it was Tisha recently talk about how much she hates having to put up on social media to the point that it's hurt her in the
awful
studio.
at
It hurt her in the studio. She couldn't sit there and get ready to produce something because she's got to worry about promoting the track that's out now with all this other shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you don't want to have to think about what you have to do after you release a track, but you have to, though. You have to, because else there's so much stuff that comes out every day. You got to get your track through,
the noise.
The noise. So, like, even that becomes discouraging. So, like, it's easy to become discouraged in any capacity with this, whether it's full-time or not. And if that was paying my bills,
Yeah.
it'd be stressful.
I can imagine.
You
know
talked
what I mean?
about freedom. I know that your weight loss journey has been big for you, and
yeah,
you look
it has.
amazing.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
But is that something that is kind of a non-negotiable for you now? Like, you are not going to give that up for the fact that, DJing might come in. Like, you're still working out. I'm seeing this.
Oh yeah,
regularly.
consistently. I work out, man. Come on now. I always stay in a hotel that's got a gym, and sometimes
go.
I'll hit it before I go out or the next morning. I don't really drink that much anyway, so like definitely it helps keep my mind steady. Being able to work out and keep it consistent. You're only as good as you feel, and that has helped me so much.
Very good.
You move around so much
I do.
behind the decks.
Hey, you don't stop.
That I mean, just you moving behind the decks. I know
Oh,
you're
yeah.
usually like dripping sweat
Oh,
afterwards.
1,000%.
And I remember a couple years ago when I first met you, and you were just dripping sweat, and I was like, oh, it's because he's moving a lot.
Oh, yeah.
And we're in Florida, and I was like, I kind of that's your look now.
Oh,
like if
1,000%.
you're not sweating, I don't recognize you.
Look, man, look. If I'm not dancing, how am I going to expect them to dance?
That's
Yeah.
so good. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, you're
on
like
now.
a conduit, right? Like you're trying to
Yeah.
feed the energy so you can get it in return, or and vice versa.
But also,
yeah.
I just like the music I'm playing. That shit hits.
It does hit.
Yo, come on now. Yeah.
So we did we did a little bit before us. We were talking about like where do DJs get their music from? I know that you're playing on a different platform than most people are playing every day. People here are playing like top 100 stuff maybe or something that is recognizable to keep people's attention. But you have a different platform to play your music on. So how do you choose? Number one, how do you choose what you're gonna play if you're not playing your own music? And where are you getting it from?
Well, I get a lot of promos, but the thing with promos is like you get a lot of people who think that song is gonna be the one you'll play.
Yeah.
I'm looking. It's weird. Like there's a certain feeling, and it's just like with me producing. There's a certain feeling I'm looking for when I'm listening to a track, and that's how I figure out what I want to do or what I want to play. And with certain producers, I'll find like a producer I really, really like. And so I'm like, okay, he's got that thing, right?
Okay.
So I'm looking at all his tracks and I'm like, okay, these are the ones that I'm really feeling on. And I'm like, all right, well, who's his inspiration? So then I go and look up who he was molding himself off of or who he plays consistently. And it's just a domino effect.
Okay.
And that's where I find the tracks that fit. That's why you hear my sets flow so nicely, because there's a certain essence that I'm building. And it's not really necessarily built by genre or taste or anything like that. Like, no, there's a underlying energy that I'm looking for.
Okay.
That all kind of molds, and that's what makes it almost really easy sometimes for me to DJ. You know what I mean? As long as the crowd's feeling it. You know.
Do you plan it? You plan your sets?
Not really. I always kind of do. So what I'll do is I'll have an idea of what kind of place I'm playing at. And in my head, I'll be like, okay, what would sound best in here? And I'll be like, all right, then I'll look at the set of tracks I have. I'm like, all right, and I'll make a folder of like, okay, these are the tracks that I like really want to play. But the truth is that when I walk into the building and I see the people and all like that, that completely can go out the window. Yeah. And that's why I have my USB set up in the way it does. I have it set up in vibes. So, I have like my happy tech, and I got my dark tech, and I got my techno, and I got my like tribal or afro, and I got my super deep house, like I got my disco, I got all that. And so I could just move seamlessly between them. And you'll see, man, there'll be times where I'm not even picking from them playlists. You just see me start searching the next song, and then be like, oh, like I just know what's gonna fit next.
Yeah.
Because I know because I know my music so well. That's the other thing, man. Like when I find something new, I listen to it back to back to back, so I know it front and back. So that I know where it's gonna fit. I know how to bring it in. Yep. One of my favorite things is doing call and response. So I'll be, playing 2 tracks with like a same sample on it, like needle on the record, and I'm like, oh, DJ on the record, which is one of my tracks. Like, okay. I can mix those both because I know what's going on. Yeah. So like, is it planned? You could say that I set myself up for success, but I don't think that shit's planned at all, bro. I'll be going in there and just doing it.
Fun.
Yeah.
Fun.
The best sets are unplanned.
1,000%, man. My favorite, probably one of my favorite sets ever was Izu. Was that 2021?
Is that New York?
Yeah. That was before Izu got ruined.
That was COVID. COVID did that, didn't it?
No.
Yeah, they had some issues.
Brooklyn Mirage did that. Yeah. But we could talk about it now because it's not like it's out in the open. But no, man, I just a lot of magical things happened before that set. I'd opened for John Summit the night before, so a bunch of people came to see John and see me, and they were like, "Oh my God, you're awesome!" Like I'm like, "Yo, I'm playing the festival tomorrow. Make sure you come." And so I got that crowd, and then I think somebody was supposed to play after me canceled. So they end up getting Laid Back Luke to fill the spot. So now I got Laid Back Luke playing after me. So a bunch of people came early to see him. Yeah. And so like all these crazy factors happened to where I end up having like thousands of people from me. And it was like one of those things you're like, oh shit. I've been prepping for this moment since day one. Yeah. And I was going fucking in, boy. Yeah. Oh yeah, good. That shit was great.
Good. Well, that's what that's where the organization comes in from, right? And I just want to piggyback off that, like, because you sound like me, like you said, you just gotta have your stuff organized, playlists and stuff like that. Of course. And there's like the best satisfaction is when you have a good set. Like I love a whole set, not just picking one song that's a banger or one song that's a banger. When you can take them on that roller coaster ride from start to finish, that's the ultimate satisfaction.
Well, it's a story you're telling, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a story you're telling. You're taking people on a journey, man, and like you don't want to leave the story unfinished.
When was the last time you recorded your set? This is my favorite question to ask DJs.
We're so bad at this.
I know. I should go up and just push the button for you.
Okay,
I usually do. But
okay, it's not always a button though. So that's it. It's not like it's always a button.
That's true.
So I wanted to record. I said I wasn't going to talk about this. I wanted to record the Dirty Bird set, but there were some things that happened, so I couldn't record it. But I usually have a recorder with me, and I record a bunch. So like, I try to record all my sets if I can. But it's also another thing too, is like if there's a lot of stuff going on, and I don't want to bother the sound tech at the moment, or like there's just too much commotion, like I'll just let it be, man. It's not that serious. Yeah. But I try to record the big ones. So like I recorded Printworks. I recorded when I played in Berlin. Berlin was probably the last one I recorded. You recorded your I did not record that one. That was before I had the recorder.
So that's the thing. Your best sets though never get recorded.
Well, that's what they. I think it puts
Never.
undue pressure.
No. Sometimes I like to think that happens, but I played one in Nashville back in like 2022, and man, the set was crazy, and like, dude, they had me chugging drinks. Like the crowd was crazy, and after it was done, I was like, dude, that was one of the best sets I played. I wish I recorded. And homeboy in the back was like, oh man, I had my recorder on the whole time. I was like,
Nice.
Oh my gosh. See, that's the thing. If you had known that he had the recorder on, would you have played as good?
Maybe not. Possibly not.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
So for me, the pressure is on when you know the recorder's going, and like you said, you've been drinking, so you're more loose. You might not think about it as much.
All right, I'm gonna leave you with one little quote from my favorite player from my favorite team, Jalen Hurts. We call him Jalenisms.
Yeah.
The pressure is the privilege.
Ooh, there you go.
When it comes to being behind the decks, is there other things that I feel pressure from? Yeah, but getting behind the decks is the number one thing that does not. I don't get scared of that.
Yeah,
that's my happy place.
Yeah.
But that also, it was over time, right? You built your confidence, you built
1000%.
your brand, right? So you are representing your brand.
Yeah.
And that's the thing is that over time, I don't think you probably stepped on the decks and you're like, I got this shit. Like, let's play, let's run it. Yeah. No, I feel like you have really high confidence anyway, just in general.
Well, it took a long time to, how do I say this? I got playing so many different crowds, especially when I was at the Reds. I had to open for Paulie D one time, and that was nothing was worse than that. So
did he leave behind grease on the?
I didn't stay long enough to figure it out. I'm trying to get up out of there. But yeah, I've played so many different crowds, and even when I was back doing the top 40 thing, that like even now, like there's occasional times where I'll get butterflies before a set, but like that just happens. You know what I mean? Like you're about to be playing in front of a bunch of people. But I've taken solace in the fact that knowing that if I have butterflies right now, that means I care. Mm-hmm. And if I care, that means I'm gonna fucking rip it. Mm-hmm. So
where was the set that I think it was your parents that were in town? Was that where was that?
So the reason that Izu's track was so dope was because my mom and aunt were there.
Oh, there we go.
That was the first time getting to see me play a festival.
And you had to impress.
Yeah, but they came to a recent one too. They came to see me in Atlanta because most of them live in Atlanta, and I played New Year's with AC Slater, and so they all came out, and it was sick. I had my brother, my mom, my cousin, my aunt, and my nephew were all there.
Where's that at? Believe?
Yeah, Believe Music Hall.
Nice.
Which
is that where you're from?
Which apparently it used to be a church.
Yeah, it was a church. Yeah.
I guess like Martin Luther King's father had did a speech in there before. Yeah. I found that out afterwards. That might have been the time when the pressure would have hit on. I'm like, oh man,
Martin Luther King.
Yeah, right.
Hey, good Vibe Central right there.
Yeah, no, it was awesome. It was a great set.
I have to also ask. I'm gonna always ask you this question.
Yes.
Where'd the pick come from?
Where'd the pick come from? It's crazy, man.
That's an iconic Kyle Kinch thing too.
It is. That's what he's known for. He passed around the picks at Dirty Bird a couple years ago.
I
with
know,
his face
man.
on it.
So the craziest thing about the pick is, it was like I always used to keep a not bald head, but like a nice little, buzz cut, And right when I started signing with Gorgon, I was just like, I'm just gonna let it grow out a little bit, man, right? And I let it grow out a little bit, and it was cool. But like, I had to keep a pick on deck because, especially with the headphones smushing your fro and stuff, so I had to pick it out. And then one time I left it in there, and somebody's like, "You should just leave that in there. Like it's kind of a vibe." I'm like, "All right, cool." So I just kept keeping it around, and then it became a thing.
Yeah.
And it kept getting bigger and bigger, and like now it's like it's a whole thing.
Now it's color coordinated with your outfit.
It's color coordinated with the outfit. It glows in the dark, like
yes.
yeah.
It's a little radioactive.
I've yet to have a conversation with him where like, well, Robert, the things I was picking up,
I try to make sure I'm trying to make sure
he's going to do that in front of you. I mean, you don't have a lot, but unless he's trying to rub it in.
Just in the middle of set one day.
Hey, I will say, if there's a couple times where I'll be DJing. And I'm like a really groovy track is on. I'm like, hey, yeah. I'm like, not even. I'm like, flip it in. It did fly out though. No way. It did fly out, and it flew out at that damn Izu set. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I was
you were going in hard.
Dude, I will send y'all the video. I will send y'all the video.
Yeah.
It 100% flew out.
Let's post that.
And it was it flew out while I was dropping metronome.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, what are the
I
odds?
was dropping metronome.
The heat.
Yeah, dude.
Someone had to have recorded this set.
Yeah, that's
though.
gotta be somewhere.
If you didn't, it has to be somewhere.
If somebody has it, I haven't heard. It's been 4 years.
I'm gonna go search it.
Come out the woodwork, please, my guy, because I'd love to hear that.
They're like, "Who's this guy?" And you're like, "You don't even know." We should like Loki just go and they'd be like, "Oh, he's okay," and then make sure that they don't want to like buy the rights from it. Like, he's okay.
It's crazy because somebody reminded me about that set legitimately yesterday. They had posted a whole video of it, and I literally told them, like, dude, that's still my favorite set.
Love it.
Well, John Summit just had a festival at the same Randall's
Yeah,
Island.
yeah.
Experts only.
Yes, there's expert only.
Yeah.
festival, Yep.
Yeah,
It's
so
good
that's
that he
pretty
did that,
legit.
man, because New York's had a bad history with festivals, man.
Yeah.
Like Governor's Ball, when EZU got canceled the first time, EDC New York. Like, it just seems like a lot of them don't really last too long. And I understand because logistically it kind of is a nightmare.
It's a nightmare on Randall's
But
Island.
like you got to have it because the truth is, man, New York is one of the best music cities ever.
I feel
It's
it every
so-
time I go there.
It's so nice, dude.
Every time.
And like, there's so
Yeah.
many places you can play. People really understand the music there. You know, it's the only other place I could say that's really like that when it comes to the music vibe is Chicago. And like
was gonna say Chicago.
obviously Miami, but like it's ingrained in the Chicago life. It was born.
Detroit, obviously.
Oh, Detroit too. Shit.
Yeah.
Detroit's amazing, man.
Yeah.
I love Detroit, man. I got to see Gorgon Ant Movement. I was playing the night before an after party for Movement it was me, Gordo, Gene Ferris, who's like damn near like my uncle, bro. That's my dude. Kenny Glasgow, who's one of my favorite DJs of all time. He used to be a part of art department, and now he's on his own.
Yep.
And so I got to play with those two legends, and then you got Gordo there, and it was just such a dope vibe. And then the next day I got to go to the festival and see my homies kill it, and with John Summit and Chris Lake and all of them, and Dom Dollar were there. And it was just such a dope festival. And then that night, it's me, Dom Dollar, DJ Seinfeld, and Gorgon. We're all hanging out, and we end up going to TV Lounge afterwards. And it was Stacy Pullen playing B2B with Goldie and Loco Dice inside. And then
Goldie, I
outside,
haven't seen Goldie in a while.
Yeah, and then outside, I think it was Emily Lenz was playing. So it's like, it's all in this small club right here. And I'm like, dude,
Emily
I'm like,
Lenz
this-
is so
I'm like, this
good.
is crazy, dude. Crazy,
Yeah,
man.
Detroit's a different place.
Yeah, man. so-
Tampa, we had a great time post COVID, right? Like things blew back up, but then they scaled back again. But I feel like before COVID, I mean, we had like Shepherd's, right? That was like everybody was out at Shepherd's. I know Pied Piper is good with the productions aspect of it, but I think what kind of gets lost, like we were talking about with some of these festivals, they're overplayed, just like we were talking about with DJing, right? Like you're trying to keep your brand tight and niche and not be playing at every single opportunity. And I think the same thing goes with like events, but then also people try to do too much. Like they're go, oh wow, I had this great event and now I want to do more. I want to do more. I want to do more. Trust me, I was that person. And then it got to the point where I was like, I cannot keep up with this stuff anymore.
So it's crazy. So Tampa's scene has gone on a lot of waves, and it's crazy because like a lot of people don't know, dude. I would say that the time when it was at its best was when we had Jackson's going full blast. We had District 3, which is now, I passed it yesterday. It's now just like some art installation, whatever. But they literally had a festival sound system in a warehouse. It was crazy. They burned, right? You know, no. That was original amphitheater. That burned down. And the Ritz was still going on in that time. So you had Ritz, you had District 3, you had Jackson's, you had Shepherd's going on too.
Yeah.
You
SAR
occasionally have Water or Beach, whatever it was at that time, still doing visits. Yeah, it was Hogan's, then it was Hogan's Beach, then it went Beach, and then it went Water. Trust me, I know. I was there. I was a resident there too. But it's
I work
like
right next
so
to
we,
water. It's so sad.
I
Like,
know.
it's so abandoned. It's
I bet.
But like
Yeah.
we went through so many waves, and like it's been up and down here, and like it's in a place now, and which is it's cool, but I feel like we have the potential to do some more, but it's not all Tampa's fault too. The industry in itself has gone in a really crazy way. I mean, Pedro called it years ago. He was telling me when the festivals was going, like it would started killing all the clubs and bars because everybody just wanted to go there. Why would I go to this club and pay this money and drink when I could go see a bunch of DJs at a festival?
Yeah.
And like,
so the festivals is what.
it's a mix of festivals. It's a mix of people not really drinking as much anymore.
Yeah.
There's a lot. We could talk about that for hours.
Yeah.
I could tell you everything. And I watched it happen. He told me everything that was going to happen, and I watched it simultaneously happen. And it was crazy. To the point where I remember when Output closed in New York, and it was for the exact reason he was telling me. I'm like, dude, you were right. And then that's when
History
all the other
repeats
stuff
itself.
is crazy.
Yeah.
And we had a period there of really oversaturation of festivals too. Man, we had think of all the festivals in the last 2 or 3 years that have all just shut down and gone because it was just
was
like
a
ramped
quick
up.
money
You
grab.
don't even have to say just festivals. You could just say EDC itself.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember. There was a point where there was an EDC Chicago, there was an EDC London, there was an EDC Asia, there was an EDC Mexico.
Ultra, same
There
way.
were
EDC
all of them.
Vegas.
There was all of them going on at the
Still.
same time, and then they knew they had to scale back.
Yeah.
And then they scaled back so much that they were only doing Vegas and Orlando, and then they started picking it back up again. But like it happens. Like it happens.
Well, and I think that's the biggest thing that St. Pete is making a change in, because I get the We Belong Here is coming up, which is
Yeah.
exciting.
I'm excited to see how it does.
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
they're a great fest.
It's
so.
a great fest. So I'm excited to see what this brings. But also, I think St. Pete is doing a really good job in trying to still keep the music alive. Not only the music, but the arts as a whole. And that's
Yeah.
what I love about St. Pete. Shout out to the Moxy, for example, housing us, right?
Yeah,
like
appreciate that.
they're huge, integral to this community, and they just popped up less than a year ago.
Yeah.
So and there's a lot of other places that are doing the same thing and following suit, but you know, you can only scale so much before it gets to the point where it's oversaturated again. And I think we're at a good spot to where this We Belong Here will do some good, but like, let's take it easy. The pier is beautiful. Let's respect that. Let's not destroy it too early.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
You
a lot of things, man. You can't stretch yourself too thin, and also too, you want to make sure that you're putting on quality events.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
big.
Yes.
Like, there's a lot of times where
Yeah.
I've seen the homies DJ here at an event that wasn't quite up to par, and I felt bad because you know it doesn't really look good on us. You know what I mean? So like I think that is the major thing, because like.
What a great point, though. Like, see, I've said that before during the show. If you're going to do an event and you keep doing events and getting 15 people over and over and over again, guess what? Stop doing events or plan it better or something.
It's not even with the people sometimes, man. It's sometimes like, dude, if you don't have like proper, if you don't have proper
Sound.
if you don't have proper security, if you don't have proper sound, if you don't have proper bathroom set up, if you don't have, proper bars set up. Like, there's a lot of things that go into planning events. Like, I know everything that you need to do to plan a good event, and I don't know how to execute it. That's why I don't throw my events, because I know a million things could go wrong. I'm not the dude to make sure they go all right.
Yeah.
So, you know
I
what
feel
I mean?
that.
Been
It's a
there,
big
done
job.
that,
Yeah.
tried that, won't do it
Exactly.
again.
Exactly.
It is too much, but it's like in this situation, you have to have money. You have to have the
1000%.
capital, and that because
And
it costs money.
It gets more, and it's gotten so much more expensive.
And exactly,
Yes,
and,
very.
and people don't realize that until they actually get into it, and then you're like, oh shit! Like now I've got to spend how much money? Like you were saying, the bathroom, something like that. But it's like codes and permits and things like that. Like you have to be doing things in insurance.
I'm planning
You
an
can't even get
event.
insurance for a lot of these things.
Yeah.
I've got this event that I'm planning with somebody else, and we got an email. I'm trying to edit myself. We got an email from some
ChatGPT,
other
ChatGPT.
people telling the venue contact, hey, what's up with this warehouse party? Because apparently right now here in St. Pete, if it's warehouse, that's a bad thing right now. That's not doing good for you. Warehouse in the name brings you up on people's radars that you won't want to. So they're rebranding said parties because warehouse was in the name, and getting rid of all the warehouse part, because otherwise we were going to find that we were going to get the city's attention too much.
Yeah.
What about houseware?
Houseware.
That's a good one. That should be a brand.
Let's have a houseware house.
Is that houseware? Yeah,
Houseware.
there you go.
Housewares.
Housewares.
Where everybody gets a free blender.
Another thing I feel like
Or free pick.
that gets overlooked too is just coordination with the community, man. There's been a couple times where I've seen people are bringing 3 or 4 different big DJs all in the same genre on the same night.
Yes.
And it's like, dude, what are you doing? Like, our scene is great. We don't have enough people to fill all those events.
Thank
Everybody
you.
loses. All you have to do is just talk to somebody. I understand that you think that's your competition. They may be, but nobody's gonna win if you put them all on the same night.
Yep.
Just coordinate a little better, man.
Or you got to
Coordinate a little
understand
bit.
that you ain't got what they got, and you got to go
That
around
too.
them
Go
too.
around
You
it.
know,
Go
so
around it, man. Like
it's a good thing.
you know what I mean? We could have so many beautiful things happen if people just communicated.
Yeah.
And that,
Yep.
and to be truthfully honest, that goes with a lot of
Communication
other
is
things
key.
beyond music.
Absolutely.
That's just a damn life lesson, you know.
One of the things I did when we threw our first event, I have a group of DJs, and
Mm-hmm.
we threw our first event, and I reached out to another person who was throwing an event. I'm not going to say their name.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, hey, we're throwing an event. It's the same night. I'm just letting you know I'm not stepping on your toes.
Mm-hmm.
Da, 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 da. He's like, man, you ain't had to do that, but I appreciate it. You know what I mean? It's just,
Exactly.
I don't want to have an event 5 miles down the road from somebody. I'm not trying to take from their people. And our event was at a different time anyway, but I still just reach out to him and say, hey, maybe we can do a little pre-party. And we actually reached out, and they gave us free tickets to go to his
Easy.
event.
And look
So
at that.
I gave away
Y'all just
tickets to go to
boosted each other's
theirs, and-
event.
Yeah, so it's just communication, just
Exactly,
communication.
man.
So.
Very cool. So, getting back to your artistry a little bit,
Yes.
you got some B2Bs coming up, or you're doing some back to backs?
I'm doing a couple collabs, no back-to-backs. The last back-to-back I had was with Lucati.
Oh, how was that? And
It's
do
seismic.
you like it? You like
Yeah.
going back to back?
So it's kind of crazy. I really don't usually go back-to-back. I don't. And it's mainly because I don't really... People don't have quite the vision that I do when I'm DJing.
Okay.
And I just don't want it to clash, you know? But I've known Lucati for a very long time. We've always really respected each other, and like we didn't even have to plan it. We just respect each other. We knew,
Yeah.
oh, this is we got this.
Yeah.
And like from the jump, it was going crazy. That set is on YouTube now if you want to watch it.
Oh, nice.
But,
What is it under? Where can I find it?
It's Kyle Kinch B2B Lucati at Seismic Dance Event. So,
Nice.
Yeah. So like that's really really crazy, man. But like not everything's beautiful like that. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And like that happens with big artists too. There's been times where I've seen artists who were B2B and it didn't really go well.
Brutal.
But I've also seen ones that B2B and it was like the best thing I've ever seen in my life. Dude.
Yeah.
So like it just depends, man. I don't usually like doing it too much, but I'm not against it. You know what I mean? I'm not against it, especially if I know it's somebody that I could vibe with. You know?
Is that where you maybe do a little planning?
You know, but like, it just kind of depends, you know. But like, here's the thing: it's going back to, you know, I know my music. I should know the person that I'm playing B2B with. They shouldn't be matching me up with somebody who I don't know their music or like that. That's how miscommunication
Reach
goes.
out to the DJ. Like whenever I have a B2B, I'll be like, hey, what kind of vibe you want to go for? Yeah, what's the BPM?
And a lot
What
of people
what
won't
kind of
communicate
genre?
like that.
And they won't communicate.
They'll just assume what this other person
It seems
plays.
like it's a competition too. A lot
But
of these B2Bs,
I'm at the
compete.
point. I'm at the point where I'm like, dude, if I have to even communicate with them like on that, then I don't know them enough that I should be playing B2B. Don't put us on the lineup.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yep.
It should
That
be
could be true.
somebody that I know them personally. You know what I mean? Or I know their vibe, and then I can cater because I can play with anyone, man. I have the repertoire to be able to play multiple styles, multiple genres, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I need to be able to trust the other person that they're gonna hit with that vibe
Yep.
too. You
Yep.
know what I mean?
Well, you're in another stratosphere. We talking about this lower level down here. We're the peasants
It
of
don't,
the
bro,
of
it
North.
doesn't matter what level you at, man. The same rules apply, bro.
But what's crazy is like,
Yeah.
and like again, I'm throwing my own events, and you see a lot of events, and a lot of these events are 20 B2Bs.
Yeah.
People that never even met each other. And what happens is this is the first time I'm meeting you, and now I got to play a whole hour set with you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's tough. It's tough.
No,
No,
you
I
got to
can see
watch
it.
that though too. Like that when you're booking like that too. I've noticed that's become a bit of a trend lately too.
Yes.
Where there's a lot of people that are just doing B2B events and B2B, and then a lot of times, as he's just saying, there's some of them aren't paired together well. Some of them don't go back to back well. I mean, yeah, skill. Oh my God, don't get me started on that. Don't even. Oh my God, don't. Yeah, that's. I have nightmares about that. Yeah. It's like 2 weeks ago, me, GC, and Quinn Blaylock played for 3 hours at Concrete Jungle from 9 to 12. I wish that was recorded. God damn it. That's one of those ones where you didn't get it recorded.
I'm actually disappointed it's not recorded.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
God, it was so good.
And you're the recording man.
I know. Well, I just
Especially
didn't think about
that
it.
group? Like, come on.
You know what? I think I had my Tascam in my backpack too. I think I just forgot to hook it up.
So the
Oh,
PSA for this podcast is recorded.
Record all your sets
Your
every
shit.
time.
Yes.
Yeah, just
yes.
have it.
What's some of your favorite DJs out there? People that you're looking to work with in the future?
I mean, it's crazy because like even the ones I know. What was that beat? Hey man, whoever's
I think somebody
comedic
sent
timing
me
out
a
here
message
is
on Facebook.
crazy.
Oh, that's what it is. It's Facebook message. Sorry, guys.
It's all good. I think the crazy thing is a lot of the artists that I listen to the most are ones that I wouldn't even say that I'm trying to work with, you know, because like their vibe is something so unique and special. I feel like that I don't quite fit into what they would even trying to do.
Okay.
But I mean, there is artists that I would like to work with. You know, Mark Knight is one that I've always been a huge fan of for a very long time. Dennis Ferrer is 100% one of them, and he's become a friend too. So
There's not enough room for you.
yeah. But I know both of us dancing. He calls himself the Zubra structure, which is amazing, dude. But like I've literally molded my DJ style off of him, you know, and he's one that has been around forever.
Yeah.
Some of the most beautiful house songs that came from him. And then there's Nasser Baker. I love that man. He's awesome, bro. And we've become homies over some time too. So that'd be one I love to work with. And you know, honestly, getting to work with Ofaya now, he's somebody that I've followed for a long time, man. And so like, you know, sometimes those opportunities, you know, come. But you know, it's also one of those things that, like, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. You
Yeah.
know?
Absolutely, man.
Yeah.
Well, so this has been a pleasure to get to know you, you know, from your beginning of your journey to all the things you're doing now. So tell the people about some of the things in the future you have coming up and where they can find you, because you're going to be in the Tampa Bay area and you don't DJ here often.
That's right. I don't DJ here. It's become a thing now. Well, so first things first, Friday, I have a new release coming out. It's my brother Tone Troy. Our first release, our first collab, it actually came out on Realm. It was called Pheromones. Gorga City had picked it up. And actually, I think I have a video of them playing at that space a few years ago. So
Love that. You posting that, right?
Yeah.
You got to post that.
So me and Tone have been great friends for a long time. He's up in New York. I love that person. He's one of the greatest human beings I ever met. So I've always loved that we can connect on music. So we have our track Heartless. It comes out Friday on Purple Tea Records. So I'm very excited about that. And then Saturday, I am opening for Justin Martin. Justin's somebody I've known for a long time too. The set with me and Lucati at Seismic, we were playing right before Justin.
Oh, nice.
So like it just fits in perfectly, man. So you know, I'm hyped to be able to play that, and I guess that technically makes it the release party. So I guess that all works out.
Where is that?
That would be at Zodiac in Ybor.
In Ybor, okay.
Yeah. And then I have Halloween in Chicago, which I love Chicago.
Oh,
I love Chicago. So yeah, it's actually, dude, it's crazy because Ron Carroll was actually supposed to play that show with me, and then he passed. So
oh man,
it's really sad. But you know, I'm hoping I can make him proud on that set. And
nice.
you know, we do it real nice because Chicago is such a beautiful place. It's awesome.
I want to go. I've never been. Where are you playing at?
So it's a place called Timeout Market. I believe it's going to be like a pop up, so it's not like a dedicated club.
Okay.
But it's going to be real nice.
Over by the Bean?
I'm not sure.
Is it by the Bean? Of course, you would ask about the Bean.
Of course I'm gonna ask.
And then I got my release with my collab with Ofire is going to be coming out that same weekend.
Is that on his label or?
Yeah, it'll be on his label, All
Nice.
Fire. So
Nice.
we're very happy about that. It's a song that's very close to my heart. We sampled something that was from my childhood. So it's been one of the biggest tracks in my sets.
Check.
Consistently.
Okay,
So
check.
I'm very happy about that coming out. And then I got one more as we talked about Toronto.
Yes.
So it's this next month or two is really stacked. So
Very good, man. Awesome. Well, please send us any promos, anything we can help share, anything
Gotcha.
we can put out.
Yep.
And we would love to help promote, you know,
Some pics
everything
with
you've
your
got
face
coming
on
up.
it again?
Oh, 1,000.
Yeah.
1,000%.
You still have those?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just looking at his.
Alibaba?
I was just looking at his Instagram, and of course, why did it do that? Is it coming? Is it coming?
Is it
Is
coming?
it coming?
There it
There.
is.
Oh, and
They
notice
came.
the little hairs with the pick in
Yeah.
it.
Right, isn't it
And
cool?
I was just
My
like,
little-
what?
my little
At
logo,
first, I
my
thought that
little
was like an
icon.
animal or something. I was like, wait a minute.
I mean, it is.
It is an
You
animal.
are an
I am
animal.
Yeah.
No, very good, man. Yeah, so Kyle Kinch, guys, make sure you follow him everywhere at Kyle Kinch.
Oh, that's that easy set in the middle.
Which
Pull
one?
up, pull up, go up.
This one?
Go up.
Oh.
Yeah, go up. Yeah, that one right there in the middle. Yep.
Oh wow.
Does it play? Oh, yeah, there it is.
There you go.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That shit was crazy. Yeah, man.
the pick.
That was after the pick.
No, he's
not
lost
in
the
my
pick.
hair anymore.
Yeah, the pick flipped out. Yep.
The pick had flipped out 30 minutes ago.
That's awesome.
You got to start taking pics and just throwing them out to people. You know, just as you get in.
I know.
Love that.
Yeah, man.
What a crowd. What an exhilarating moment, I bet, man.
Yeah,
Look at
it was crazy. Yeah,
Look
that's
at
me
you.
dropping.
You got them all jumping with you.
Yeah, it was crazy. This was at the end of the set. I was dropping Manchester, and then I went straight into my Duke Dumont remix after that. And like, I had already been playing Fire for 50 minutes at that point. So those last two were just the culmination of everything that was happening, and then they were my tracks. So like, they were fully with me.
Love that, man.
One
Love
last
that.
final question.
Yeah.
Do you feel as though you have arrived at your arrived? Like that's what we always talk about. Like I've arrived. I've made it or whatever.
Well, I don't even really like to think about an arrival moment, because there was a point where I was like, oh, like I'm trying to get somewhere, and that's great. But then you realize once you start making certain milestones, you start always thinking what's next. You know what I mean? And I'm starting to transition myself into this is the ride. And I'm just gonna ride it.
So you're living in the moment.
Living in the moment,
Love
man,
it.
because it like I said, that's how you get yourself into those holes where stuff becomes stressful, and the pressure really does get to you, And like I'm not gonna lie, like it didn't happen to me. It did, There's times where my career was going crazy, and then there's also times where it took a little dip, And like you have to learn that you are your own person outside of this music. As much as music is you. You're a person. You gotta take care of yourself. You gotta take care of your mental. So
Love that.
Yeah, I like to think. I'm not trying to go for that I have arrived moment. I'm just trying to go like, this is what I love to do. I'm gonna keep doing it no matter what the success is.
Love that, man. So do you have anything you want to shout out before we go?
Shout out to all my people, man.
We love you. Thank you so much for this
thanks
time.
for having me.
Yeah, we really appreciate it. I know it's selective, so
It is selective.
yeah. Thank you.
That'll show you how much I like y'all.
I guess I'm gonna have to buy dinner for you two after. I guess, yeah.
No, we appreciate you, man. You've definitely put
absolutely.
on for the Tampa Bay area.
Thank you.
You're a legend in our eyes, and we can't wait to see more of the things that you got coming up in the future.
appreciate that,
So thank you so much for coming on.
Thank
Thanks for
you,
having me,
thank
man.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Kyle Kinch, guys, make sure you follow him. Check him out everywhere at Kyle Kinch on everything, right?
On
Pretty much?
everything.
On everything. Kyle Kinch.
Thank you, Moxy, for hosting us once again.
Yes, Moxy, you guys are MVPs. My name's Ketone. We got Volume over there. We got Danielle, D Money. We got DJ Embrace. And we got Rave Daddy Robbie in the building, guys. Thank
Another
you so
great show.
much for watching us. We'll see you guys next week.
Thank you.
Bye.
Wrapping it up for this week's show. Tune in next Monday at 6 p.m. for the best up-to-date info on EDM news, culture, and gossip on the Houseology live show.
Humble House Radio.